A leading Labour Party member in Northern Ireland is warning that he'll begin legal action against the party over its refusal to stand candidates here. Solicitors acting for local activist Damien Harris have written to Labour saying they could take the issue to the High Court unless the party reverses its policy. Our political correspondent Stephen Walker has seen that letter. So what's in it, Stephen?
Well, basically, Chris, the letter makes a number of points. It says there should be Labour candidates in Northern Ireland, says there is a prohibition on candidates and that it's against human rights legislation. The letter argues that the rules should be changed to allow candidates and they want them to organise selection here. The letter says Labour should establish constituency parties in all local seats in Northern Ireland. And Damien Harris's legal team also want to know why a review into this issue, which the Labour Party have been carried out, has been paused. That's been paused. They want to know why it's been paused. And they've basically warned the party that they need to respond by the 2nd of June. And this whole issue could end up in the High Court. And
there have been quite a few campaigners who have fought about this issue for a while. Why is Damien Harris doing this, though?
Well, there's a sense of frustration amongst Labour Party members here that Labour HQ aren't taking this review seriously. Some activists, I suppose, have lost faith in the leadership on this review. They don't think people at the top are taking it seriously. So this is an attempt, really, to underline their seriousness in the whole issue. They feel they've got to the end of the line, and this is the only way, basically, they can get Labour HQ to take this issue seriously.
In a weird way, it's a bit like history repeating itself, though, because we have been through this with the Labour Party membership issue.
We have. We've been down a similar road before. There was a legal challenge by local Labour supporter Andy McGivern, and that resulted in local supporters being allowed to join the party. In the past, if you'd applied from Northern Ireland, applications from here were turned down. So what's clear now, that challenge was successful, allowed people in Northern Ireland to be members of the party, and what activists want now is a step further, and they're basically hoping that history will repeat itself and that they can repeat the success of that previous challenge.
I imagine the Labour Party themselves are now studying this letter. Have we had any reaction from them yet at all?
Very little. I spoke to somebody last night. The Labour Party are saying very little on this. Last night a spokesperson told me that the review into candidates had been paused for the general election. He said that review would continue after June the 8th.
Stephen Walker, thank you very much indeed.